remnants of uh, the battle with the were rats. You see a little tiger or striped tabaxi being dragged by rats, roped up by his feet and his hands. Last words being said to him. Sorry, Stripes. Have to. Where did this come from? Where did it all begin? Where did it all end? Damn were rats. I want to kill them all, but I can't even move. We wake up from our rest, giving Arthur a little bit of a talking and wondering what the hell he did. I have a feeling he's the one that ran them away anyways, but he didn't kill us, thankfully, which he had the chance. He didn't loot our ship, which he had the chance. Where did it go wrong? Last thing I remember, huffing in a thick haze when we entered the next area, and I just collapsed. My fur grows like spines and thicker and harder. And next thing I know, I'm on Waring's back. We're walking through the streets. All of a sudden, were rats start attacking. I was slowing everybody down. I couldn't do anything. I'm glad they made it. Unfortunately, I couldn't. Pan over to the town. Everybody's kind of going their own separate ways. Waring does his thing. And then a burly dwarf comes in, unknown of what his purpose is, other than he wants to show that he's the strongest. He goes in, buys some rum or some whiskey, looks around, asks around the area, discovers that there's a fighting pit underneath. Maybe I'll be able to meet some strong people down there. Freaking elves and their superiority complexes. Of course I'm gonna say I'm a nobody. And of course, he just talks down to everybody. Calls himself a somebody. Met up with this group of bandits, I'm gonna assume. Thinking that they just take what they want. I gave them an option. I'm asking them a question. But they wanted me to fight somebody. Maybe I'll go down into the pits, kind of have a battle, see what's going on. See if I can recruit some guys to help me out. My main goal right now is to prove that I can be the strongest by taking out all the big monsters in this city. And to discover what's in this city and what caused it. As I look at the trapdoor that goes into the basement, hands out. End of recap.
Alright. Thank you for the recap.
Great recap.
Goodbye, Stripes. We'll miss you.
Oh, I'm gonna hate having to fight him.
Is it rare?
That'd be so funny.
Well, it depends
It's
if you
like
go
your
back. I don't
one-on-one.
know if ever anybody wants to go back there because no one has any connection to go there anymore.
No, but he could always be out as a random
wild
encounter
random
too,
monster,
right?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
It'd be so funny.
A freaking
You and
hedgehog
chicken.
tabaxi with cleric. That'd be crazy.
Well, at least you don't have to think about the breeding pens. Gross.
Oh god.
Oh, I wasn't planning on it anyways.
As Arthur will foretell our story for next week.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
And how he ran away in every encounter.
It was a strategic retreat. Okay.
Yeah.
As we find ourselves back towards Buckle Down Row, as our heroes are currently taking rather a rest, it seems, replenishing themselves, the long day's travel. Thor is enjoying himself a drink, debating if he wants to fight in the pit, either win as a hero or die like Luther. As the rest of you guys see fit to what you wish to do.
Warren's probably gonna be resting a little bit until he feels a little bit replenished, and then he's gonna look for a potential victim to grab a hand from. It's probably gonna, yeah, that's probably what he's gonna do.
Okay, it is. Someone woke up finally. Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey. What?
Well, he didn't really wake up.
He did actually. He just woke up.
No, his character's still sleepwalking.
Oh, yeah, both characters. That's why he's iconic.
Well, Erwin's awake. I'm not.
As you guys take a long rest, I'm assuming you guys took one or no? I'm not too sure. Thor,
I'm pretty
Yeah, I
sure
was
we
gonna
did at the
take
end
one.
of
yeah, Thor came in.
Yeah, especially we were gonna.
Thor's fine. Thor's just like he came in like later on in the day, so he doesn't really need one.
That was the only one that was gonna end off meeting him and then going off to find the others just to rest.
Are
But
you
I think
with
that-
me, Harrigan? No, you're not.
No, I'm in basically a glorified broom closet.
Oh, you're in the other room. Who's this with me? Oh, Mariah. Okay.
Mariah.
He's
And
not
I'm gonna,
here.
like, when the pits open up, I'm gonna go down there and kind of watch the fights for a little bit. Maybe join in on one.
Alright, well, I'll take you off the map. If you want to go down there, it's a different area.
Yep.
You guys didn't show Erwin where you guys slept at, huh?
I
Oh,
don't think so.
I don't
No.
think we did.
mm-mm.
It was because you were like left back up here, and then I had followed Warren, and then the other two had like made their way.
I think if Arthur would have took Harrigan in, you possibly could have saw because you were technically awake all that time, right?
And it was like right
So
here.
for your quest, Warren, you have to take a finger from one of the other factions.
Yeah. I was gonna look for a real scum of the earth, which shouldn't be too hard on Buckle Down Road.
A great way you could get a finger is just do the. If you really want to fight, you know.
Yeah, that's what I was figuring. Maybe I could just do the fight. Honestly, I might just do that, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna wait till the rest of the people wake up.
Like they said, if you become the winner, you get a nice audience with the fucking Queen of Thieves.
I mean, you could just like find a random and chop off their finger too, you know.
Yeah, no, it's
like,
like
old lady in the street, come here.
Oh, are you with the I don't know what fucking other factions they are on the fucking Thieves, but I'm like, old lady.
there's 5 clubs. The pin of clubs. The pin and clubs, yeah. And Rose and Thorns, Wounded Hearts, Howling Dogs, and the Catacomb Cobras.
I think we kind of fought one of those factions already along our
The
travels.
pins and clubs, yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's literally the one you want to join, basically. well, let me know what you want to do. You can move your token as you see fit.
Let's see who's on here. No
He
one-
doesn't. Yeah, it's just like he doesn't know where he's going, so he's just gonna wander the streets, aimlessly.
Well, what's it called? Blackjack. Blackjack Mel did tell me. Well, where to find them once I get the stuff. But I think I'm just gonna yeah. Wait, I did meet with you guys, but I don't know if.
So it's not a finger; they want a hand. Sorry, the right
Yeah.
hand.
Yeah, no, I know what you meant, like the hand and set. That's why I practically have to like main them. So, I think I know what to do. It's gonna get a little messy. Sorry, VOD listeners. What time of the day is it, Red?
Agatar mode. You haven't healed yourself, bro. You're still hurt.
Oh yeah, let me so
We never talk about that.
there we go. What time of day is it, Red?
It's morning to you.
Oh, it's morning. Okay, I'll wait till night then.
It's a long time then.
Yeah, just update this.
Can I
We
get
can
you
text you.
anything?
Yes, a couple of drinks.
Pours up.
And some food if you have it.
We can scrounge you up something. So you get some hardtack, some cheese, and a nice tankard of ale for a price of 2 silver.
Hey, that's not too bad.
The hardtack's pretty hard and stale. And the cheese is kind of on the edge of being moldy.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm getting sick tonight, boys.
Kind of on the edge, so it's kind of like you can see the colorations changing.
Kind of wince at the taste, but give a begrudging smile. Thanks.
So what brings you here, lad? You here to get yourself killed?
I'm looking to fight.
You're going into the pits? You're crazy. But, you can make quite a big living on down there if you fight enough fights. You could probably find yourself in a good placement right beside the Queen of Thieves herself. Or maybe a good faction that might take you in. I usually look for true-blooded killers around here. If you're not cut out to do a killing job, you're not cut out to be one of the Queen of Thieves' gangs. That's for sure. As he pulls up his shoulder, as he has the clubs and pins. I'm even an honorary member as myself. But I also run a nice hard business as well. 2 jobs for the price of 1. I don't mind breaking heads and cracking faces if I need be. As you see the tiefling, he's like purple color. He's kind of bulbous around the stomach. He's pretty big. As he probably could like knock the lights out of anybody who ever messes with him. But he kind of like just cleans and wipes the tavern down, keeping, a good morale, as he obviously doesn't want to shy customers away compared to some of the establishments around here.
It's quite impressive. I can only assume back in your day you knocked quite a couple of heads.
Well, you got around here. If you're pipsqueak and too afraid to do anything about it, you're left behind. As that's what he looks like. I'm sending a picture over in Discord. It's a big guy. Big tiefling.
Have no fear. I'll be causing no trouble here.
You better not. I'll be sure to make sure you don't ever come back.
By the way,
Otherwise,
did you spot someone last night by the appearance of a very estranged half-elf and, well, a very inconspicuous broom?
half elf and a broom? Hell no.
Huh.
What the fuck? Are they cleaning? Are they sweepers? Chimney cleaners? I haven't seen those in like 20 years.
Well, I'm not too sure exactly what he is now, but he's... As he kind of thinks about his words for a second, he realizes he shouldn't say too much. Anyway, if you do see them, they might have occupied a room and board here. Tell them I'll be in the pits.
Well, you should enter into the pits. Usually the pits are more frequently going in at night. During the daytime, it's just cleanup crews and whatnot. And from the leftovers, I suppose you could say. One more day and it'll be Friday. That's when the big pit fights happen. I've been told the Queen of Thieves comes here to watch the pit fights with her full force of gang members. She looks out for the greatest prized hero. And she might even hire you on as a bodyguard or a mercenary of some sort, or even a spy.
Well, I was considering on trying to make her audience, so... that sounds like quite a plan. Any odd jobs around here I can take on? Any places of interest?
No jobs here, only as he looks at you, only if you're part of a faction. If you're not anybody here, you're merely just a customer.
Alright.
Sorry, bub. We don't trust you. You could even be working for the coppers.
The coppers.
Yeah, the hooded lanterns.
He doesn't say anything, but he blinks.
As he insights you. DC's a 12. You lied to him.
Hey, let's go.
As you kind of try to hide your sweats in a way around. If there was one of those hooded lines here, I'd be waterboarded and tortured for life.
Right. Well, I'm not one of those guys.
Yeah, better
As
not.
he realizes, realizes he's
I
not
gotcha.
right. As he starts to exit the room. Well, see you later. As he closes the door and holy fuck, this place is fucking weird. Good morning.
Thor, I let your character come back because there's no fights happening right now during this time. Right now, you just see a cleanup crew, basically, of blood. And...
That's what I mean, is I'll just kind of wait around until nighttime.
You'll be down
And
there
then go
for
down?
12 hours? Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
daytime now.
I'll just wander then.
I brought your character in during the day instead of the night, since I want your character to have a long rest and without replenishing any money. I'm trying to be nice.
Yeah. No worries. I'll just wander around the city then.
That's a great way to run into an adventuring man. Anyways, as Arwen, what are you doing there, pervert?
No one dragged him and made him figure out where the hell people sleep at, so he literally just went to sleep in an alleyway. And anyone who would touch him, they'd make that wisdom save. So hopefully, he didn't use all his spells.
Hopefully not.
What's that? He's just gonna. Well, from there on, then he's just gonna have a bloody nose of what happened with certain sessions, and have horrible nightmares until someone picks him up.
Well, yeah, I'm probably just gonna where you at, man?
I'm in an alleyway.
Like, he's just around the corner.
Probably just gonna just walk until I see, I guess, Thor. I will make a note of importance because you look more different than the rest of people here. But I'm just gonna keep walking until I see Erwin, and I will stop in my tracks and be like, "Huh? Oh, that's right, the weird one." As I kind of walk up and attempt to put my hand on your shoulder, I kind of remember what happened at the camp, and I'm like, oh, never mind. And I'm gonna step back, and I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna do a history check to see if I remember one of the words that kind of woke you up initially in the first place. I don't know what DC it will be for me to remember, but
You know the word is diarrhea. I'm joking.
Yeah, if only.
Diarrhea.
No, that'd be Gads.
then I just do it for flavor. See. Gonna be like, wake up. Wake.
He nudges.
Get up, you idiot.
It's just not. You know that saying the word 3 times, the same word doesn't count.
I just kind of like scratch my head a little bit in confusion and go, huh. Well. And then he kind of remembers, follow.
I think he'd like just get up half asleep and just start following. You see like blood dripping off of his nose and mouth.
Huh? What?
He's priding.
You a medicine check? What the fuck is wrong with you?
His blood was internal, but it seems like he's recovering from it.
He's fucking. Maybe someone in town can check on him. Are you still standing there, Thor? Just watching, or are you just kind of like gazing the town? Well, if you don't, I'm gonna just take him in. Is there like a nurse or doctor in this place? It's kind of my first time here.
You came back? Nurse, doctor? No, not really. But you can.
My friend's bleeding. He kind of points behind.
Well, I could easily put him out of his misery.
No, that won't be necessary. He just needs a look after over. It's not that serious. I actually think he's already healing.
Well, then he doesn't need any help. And what do you want from me? There's no healers around here.
Oh. Well, okay then.
You went to a wrong place, bub.
Just close the door at least.
You can look around other places and see if they do have anything like that, because they won't obviously tell you jack shit half the time.
Follow. Still confused on the whole command.
Zombie mode.
I'm an undead servant.
Where do I take him? He's bleeding from the mouth.
It's literally just, instead of unseen servant, it's the seen servant.
Hello?
I get bored during the day, and so I'm gonna start like cleaning up this path.
Cleaning stuff? That's funny.
Yeah, I'm just bored, so I'm just preoccupying my
Well, you can
time
meet
for
up with
now.
other
Till the
NPCs
pits
in
open
other
up.
places. There's a bunch of other shops. And see what they're all about, too.
Last time he talked to somebody, they threatened him, so he's
Well,
not
yeah,
really
you talked to the wrong
wanting
person,
to.
but yeah, makes
Yeah,
sense.
not really wanting to get involved.
Alright. So you enter into the Smee's palace again. Or as she looks at you. Oh my, what's going on?
My friend, he's kind of looks over at him. Actually, I'm not sure exactly what's wrong with him. I think he's bleeding internally.
Oh, well, was he stabbed? Did he eat something horrible?
Did I gain any perception from that medicine check here,
No,
or is it just?
he seems physically fine. It's just that everything he's just bleeding from the mouth.
Yeah,
And
he
from the
kind of looks
eyes,
over.
and the
He kind of
nose.
looks over. He kind of, yeah, there are no puncture wounds, but he is kind of fucked up.
Well, here, once she begins to get under the bottle, she gives you some, like, 100 proof, like, basically vodka and a cloth. I didn't have much, but here, as she gives you a kind of, like, a cloth and, like, basically a thread to stitch anything. She doesn't have no idea what's wrong with you.
Didn't you have a healer's kit?
Yeah, I do, but there's literally no puncture wounds. He just said he's bleeding from the mouth, the ears, and the eyes, and the nose. So I don't.
She doesn't know what to do.
And to just bandage his face.
I'm no healer, but usually when people get cuts and wounds, but if it's internally, he's fucked.
Right. Thank you. As he gives her 2 silver pieces in return. I don't know if this might cover it, but I appreciate the help. Okay, and it's gonna follow.
Well, you can always go to the wishing well. That's what she says. Anything.
Kind of like just kind of stops for a second and thinks about what to do. He's gonna murmur around in his head and think about words, commands, and possibly, and he's gonna pop for a second. Heal? Question mark. He doesn't say question mark, but he just says heal in a questioning tone.
Nothing at all.
Think someone in our party is good at talking to people in our heads. No, Haragon was, but I can't find him. Where did he go last night? Or can I even converse with him? I didn't find him. So I'm gonna spend the better part of the afternoon looking around for those 2. When they were just in the next room above me.
Yeah, I would look at a lot of the establishments and see what's around. There's different stuff. See what's out there. There's different buildings that may have different NPCs and different kind of acknowledgements or even side quests, depending on how you forte it.
Okay, good. Let's
Yeah.
see.
As you see Thor there just cleaning up stuff.
Huh. Weird man.
It's like a janitor
Or-
of the city.
Little
Oh no, I'm just strength training, man.
Right. Have a great day. He knocks on the door.
Yeah, just come on in! As you see this large neon-painted sign of a ram skull with a swirling design of a pattern inside is posted on the front of this old building, a 3-story high. It has balconies along the top of the 2 floors with the large wooden door that has a cobra motif on it. Inside the tavern, you see several small private booths with tables and seats fitting for 4 to 6 people. At the far end of the tavern is a small stage area where some rough-looking scoundrels are playing instruments. Riling up the place, a long bar along one of the sides of the rows of red velvet toppled the stools, contrasting against the dark, almost black wood of a bar. A dwarf woman behind the bar named Rita Blackstone is polishing some glass. She's friendly and kind-hearted and welcoming anyone who comes through her door. Everyone who orders a drink from her tips her 1 gold and says, "Thank you, Rita." Above the bar's walls, swords and daggers all stuck in place in an array of metal and leather. The entire wall is just thousands of blades sitting at the end of the bar, as Veronica Venom and her gang resides here.
This is quite the establishment. I hope you don't mind my friend. He isn't much the talkative one, and he might get blood on your floor.
Well, that's not any different from anything else as long as you have had the gold coin to pay for it.
Right. So he kind of looks over cautiously at Erwin and kind of puts a coin forward just in advance. I heard from the establishment across that you hold the pits here. Well, not here, but
The pits? There's no pits here. What are you talking about?
no.
Look,
Okay.
it's in Smee's palace.
Okay.
Young lady, an elfin woman runs it. Tilly, I believe. Currently, it's not available at the daytime.
Okay.
So what can I
I
get
would,
you? Are you looking for something to drink? Something to keep your friend's hope spirit up? It looks like he's on death's door.
Yeah, so that's actually the second reason why I came in here. I was actually kind of hoping you had something to help me here with my friend. A very nice woman here from the Wishing Wells offered me a bit of the vodka, but I don't really think it will help her. Help him
Wishing
with his
Well. She doesn't run
yeah.
a wishing well. There's a wishing well behind the establishment of the
Oh!
palace. You're completely clueless.
Listen, I'll be honest. As he kind of looks over, I'm a bit afraid that he might just die.
Good riddance. You know, around these parts, you can always just pillage off
Huh.
everything he has and take it for your own pieces, of course. But if he's your best friend, then you might want to keep him alive longer. I could sell you something that could help him, but depending on the coin.
Kind of looks at his coin purse. Right.
There's not much gold. 5 gold pieces. It will wake him up right away. As you see this kind of black container. 1 whiff of this will wake anybody up. Anybody.
Oh, kind of looks around in his coin purse. Yeah, no, okay. I'll have some of that.
Alright. You get some smelling salts.
Everyone, brother, you better wake up, man.
And there's no way he's not gonna wake up from this shit. It's just gonna be like fucking hitting all his sinuses.
If it causes him pain, maybe.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
his
it will.
his-
Yeah, you're fucking.
His bloody
Yeah.
nose.
Smelling salts are fucking strong.
No, yeah.
Like Master Roshi after seeing somebody.
But so you're new around here, honey. Seem to be rather lost, if anything. But it's always I always have people always motioning, coming towards me, anyways. As the lady back there, Veronica, is always looking for some work. If you're interested in joining a gang by chance.
No thanks. I'm currently in talks with individual that's
You're turning down the catacomb cobras. That's a death witch, honestly. She pulls up her sleeve as you see a snake coiled around a skull, across a tattoo on her arm.
as he kind of holds up his arms in defense. No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that as he kind of backs towards the door slowly. I was just saying as he kind of tries to make Erwin back forward. I was just trying to imagine a scenario where maybe we can work something out. Maybe you can convince me why I should join you instead of
I'm part of the gang,
a different.
after all. But if you want, you can talk to Veronica herself. She's back there, enjoying a nice drink.
Right. Oh yeah, I mean, of course. Well, actually, hold on. Would you
Seems
look
like
at that?
You're panicking. I can tell you're not interested. It's fine. You haven't done anything harmful, but we'll be keeping a watchful eye on you.
Right. Well, you have a lovely day, ma'am. He kind of closes the door. Holy fuck. This place is a little bit more dangerous than I give it credit for. All right.
You're fresh meat. Everybody wants you.
Got the smelling salts and takes you somewhere where you won't cause too much attention. It brings it up to your face.
Oh god.
So he plucks it into your nostril.
Fucks it right in. Holy shit.
Just blazes inside. Oh god.
You sniff it in as you begin to. It like hurts really badly.
I think for the first time you'll see his actual eyes widen. You see pupils actually forming into his eyes as they start rolling back. As you've seen before, you never really seen his pupils come back, but now you see actual black pupils. And immediately he's just takes whatever the fuck that was inside of his nose and just like probably like blows it out. Just just looks at you for a second.
Hey, listen, I'm sorry about that, but you were kind of like freaking me the fuck out. I was all out of sorts. Where's the rest of everyone? Well, wait, hold on. First of all, very sorry about that. How many uses do we get to that, right? Was that just the one time?
No, you can use it, I'd say like 10 times before the salts are
Okay,
like
right
kind
now
of
for
like...
9. Okay, let's go. Sorry about that. Listen, we got off on the wrong foot. But it's not a lot of us left now, and we kind of need to just pay attention to what we do before we all end up dead.
He's staring at you, but in the fact that he's trying to know who you are at the same time.
Hello? As he kind of like snaps his fingers, not even realizing that if you're not even really he's still probably
He's
thinking
making
like
eye contact. What you used to be like, where he's just like you don't know where he's looking at. You now know that since he has pupils, he's staring straight at you, almost like an intimidating way. But he as well as just looking at you for a second, but then just looks around, like he's lost. But
this is Buckle Down Row, the thieves' hideout, I should say, or home base, or home. It's in Drakkenheim.
you seem like you know me. How long was I asleep?
As he's a little bit taken back that you aren't even aware of that much, so he kind of like thinks about it for a second. A little over a week now.
He just looks down. He sees all the blood. Is this my blood or your blood?
That is definitely your blood. I was actually very concerned if you were going to make it out alive. It seemed like you were getting better, but I wasn't too entirely sure. Do you drink?
No. In fact, I hate it.
Good. I'm gonna need it for tonight. As he pulls out the vodka that was handed to him earlier, he starts to drink it.
Oh, that shit's like
Anyway.
fucking 100% proof. That shit's fucking horrible. It's like
He's-
literally drinking rubbing alcohol at that point.
Yeah, that's what we call vodka. So he's just gonna vodka. So he just kind of like takes a. Anyway, tonight I'll be doing something very dangerous, and I kind of just wanted to know where you stand. I guess, as you can tell, he's already probably tipsy.
This is gonna be a drag. Anyways, where? You said
What?
we were in somewhere? I don't remember.
Buckle down, row.
Yeah.
It's the place of the thieves, the home base. Kind of like their hideout, away from all the nonsense in this world of the Drakkenheim. It's actually very weird because if you take even maybe 5 minutes outside of it, there's a thick haze, a mist almost. It's very dangerous. Corruption. And yet, it seems perfectly fine here. I was thinking, after I woken you up, I was going to investigate this place a little bit and find out how in the fuck this place is even possible. I was thinking, after I get in good with the person I got into contact here with, he could probably tell me a little bit more about it. I can gain his trust. I've already done some things for him, so he trusts me a little bit, but I need to prove myself even further. Further than what I care to imagine.
I think like you talking, he's just like not paying attention. So all you hear from his perspective is like blah 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 blah. It's just like something about Drakkenheim, something about the mist and everything. It's just like
Hey,
okay, yeah. Anyways, was there a war at all? You know what? I don't know. Why are we standing still? We need to go.
where are you going?
Is this place?
Hey, I was talking to you. Where are you going?
There's supposed to be a war going on, and yet, what the hell is this place? It looks run down, destroyed. Did we lose? No, we didn't, right?
Who's we?
I'm going to keep that information a bit off.
What does that mean?
Do you know who I
Why are
am?
you going? Where are you going?
Okay, answer the question first. Do you know who I am first?
No.
Nothing about being tired, sleeping. Nothing rings a bell.
No.
Okay, 2 predictions, and that'll be all.
Huh?
Nothing. Just pretend I'm a dumb oaf, that's all.
What does that... Am I drunk?
Yeah, with the way you were drinking, of course, you might be. But anyways,
I only
Do you have
had
more
a couple
people?
sips. I think so. I'm not too sure. I was looking for them. I can't find them.
hmm.
Now, can you answer my question? Where are you going?
He just
And
like
who's
goes to the
we?
middle of the middle of the street, just like looks around. Just okay, that I don't know. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know where I am, and I don't know who are anyone.
Where? Like,
Anyways, I guess we'll find your people.
they might have picked one of these establishments for a place to rest for last night, but I'm not too entirely sure. We could always ask, but the place I was at, the innkeeper said he had no fucking clue. So I'm not too sure. Maybe he was just fucking with me. Maybe he wasn't. You could tell he's like increasingly becoming more brash as he continues to drink.
yeah,
like-
maybe
he's
you
like
should
cursing
stop
more.
that.
No, I need it for tonight. Trust
You're
me.
wasting energy.
I'll be okay. I had a friend of mine. They were taught me how to drink. I'll be okay.
You said the innkeeper didn't tell you anything about anything, right?
No, he just kind of insinuated a lot of things. A different amount of things. Kind of like how this place worked. How to get your end with anybody here. Jobs, anything. It all... You gotta know somebody to know somebody, pretty much here. What the fuck is that guy doing over there? He's just cleaning up trash. It's fucking weird. This whole place is
You
fucking
notice him
weird.
carrying like logs that are like a foot thick and 8 feet long. He was chopping up in one strike.
Seems reliable, though.
I'm just going to follow you for now.
I'm gonna go. Yeah, okay. He's just gonna start wandering the town. Seriously, where are you from? Who are you? As he's talking out loud. Now, he doesn't even realize that you may or may not be directly behind him. So he can't control his voice value.
I think like the moment you're bringing up attention, it's just like, hey, shut the hells up.
Why? Who are you?
Information is need to know basis.
Fucking mysterious ass.
He's like slowly starting to keep distance off of you now.
place is interesting, isn't it?
But sure, bud, sure.
Sorry. As you arrive towards the old Imperial Public House, as you see inside, this long and large building still stands almost entirely intact. It seems pretty good condition. Its blue-painted wooden exterior still holds up to the only modern chippings, as the large sign outside reads Old Imperial, with the coats of arms on the doors. Inside the tavern is fitted with beautiful hand-carved tables, chairs, and ornated carved maple bars stretched down to the length of the house, with a massive wall of wine and spirits behind it. There's a rise section of the bar with a few stepping stones where the Rose Carver and her gang sits around a large table and drinks. The bar tending by a large dragonborn named Israel, as there are several more heavily clad armed folks by the bar chatting with him.
This place reminds me of him. So he sits down at the bar. Well, at a table. He kind of flags you over. Come sit down.
He'll like put his cloak over his head so like at least it'll cover his white hair. He'll be
what
standing
is your
next to you.
name? Don't you think you'll be more inconspicuous if you stand up like that?
Probably a bodyguard of some sorts, but sure. I'm just gonna stand up.
What can I
Wouldn't
get
that
you,
make
lads?
Fuck. He kind of like looks over, kind of impressed with this dude's stature in the first place. I'm sorry. I've never seen anyone like you before.
My name's Israel. You never seen a dragon before?
He kind of blinks. No. What do you have?
We have ale, mead, and we do have wine and spirits.
Do you have water?
He looks at you. No.
Just give me a glass of
The
coffee.
closest water you're gonna get is from the wishing well.
I'm stuck with people saying wishing well so many times.
It's a place.
Does it grant wishes?
Some people believe.
Oh yeah, can I just get a glass of water? I mean, just glass. Like, bottle, I guess, cup, whatever.
Alright, get you 2 meads.
Listen, this place is very dangerous. You gotta be careful. You don't want to draw too many attention to yourself. Why don't you sit down?
As you can see, the Rose Carvers looking for new recruits as some of the men begin to eye you up and down.
He's just standing next to you, next to the wall, leaning back.
Listen, if you keep pretending to be my bodyguard, they're gonna think I'm some fucking noble or something.
Fine, I'll sit. I'll sit. What do you mean by dangerous?
Oh. Because he kind of lowers his voice, realizing he's been, like, using more of a louder tone than usual. He kind of, like, tries to whisper. Well, I did tell you this was kind of the base of operation for thieves, right?
So people steal things from others.
Yes, but these aren't your average scavengers. They're dangerous. Truth be told, I'm on a mission tonight. That's why I'm getting a little bit inebriated. As he kind of mulls over his words and finds the ones he wants to use. Truth be told, I don't like killing things. But if I can get into a certain mood, I will be okay to do that kind of thing.
I think he'll look at you for a second. It's just, are you going to kill someone?
No! Just cut off their hand.
Nah. Do people kill here?
As easy as you and I breathe.
I see. Don't we have to find people?
Right, let's have that drink and then go find them.
Two meads here, lads. It'll be 1 silver each.
Oh crap, does this work? He'll bring a silver piece, but with a different inscription.
The fuck is this?
Sorry about that. My friend is from, a different country. Here, as he, pulls out a silver coin he pulls out 2 silver coins and hands one to each of them.
Alright, he takes the coins as he flips your coin back to you, Ren. As you see, there's a weird silver piece, as it's much smaller than a normal piece.
He's kind of like drinks it in between the kind of like looks over.
It tastes good, the mead. It's very sweet and savory.
He'll grab his like mug and then just immediately toss it to your side. It's just like, here, drink that.
Thank you.
As people just watch you.
So he kind of downs it, getting a little bit anxious. Alright, I am actually pretty fucked up. We should get the fuck out of here now.
So you see a guy step up towards you. Hey, lads, as he puts his hands on the table, smacking it on the ground. Looks at you closely. You look new around here. I haven't seen fresh blood around here. How long you been here?
On this world, or
This fucking town. Dumbass.
Let's just leave. Sir, we don't want any trouble. We're just gonna,
I'm just asking a question.
Right. Well, we've been here for a little bit over a while.
Oh, what's a while? A day? A two? I haven't seen you around.
Yes.
I knew.
He tried to lie, but like he got it.
Well, if you're looking for a job, a good earning job, the Rose Carvers are always looking for new recruits. And you look willing and battle ready. Not brute-like. You're confident. As my captain doesn't like muscleheads. She likes not brutes. She likes strong-willed, battle-cunning warriors. If you want a job
Unfortunately,
around
I'm
here,
not a warrior.
oh, not you. I'm not talking to you, little wimp. Looking at this boy. You wouldn't cut it. It'd be probably cut down.
Not if they can get near me.
You challenging us?
No, we're not. As he gets up and wipes his face. Thank you for the offer, and tell your captain
He grabs your wrist tightly and he pulls you in.
fuck.
I'll keep a watch on you. You look like a strong lad. If you're interested in joining, you'll know where to find us. And be sure to cut down that little pipsqueak next to you. That will earn you a favor with the carvers. As he lets you go.
As he kind of turns towards her. Seriously, we gotta get the fuck out of here.
I just gave him the warning that no one should touch me. It causes induced comas.
Okay, seriously, if I have another drink, I think I will pass out. Where is the one that does music? Do you know him?
Does music?
Yes.
Wait, are you talking about her?
No. As he kind of stumbles and falls down. Ugh.
Alright, get the fuck away from me, you fucking weirdo.
Ah, come on, get up.
Sorry.
How the hell did you get drunks?
I had too much of that pot. And then the mead. And then you handed me your mead. If I didn't have your mead, I think I would have been okay. But I'm very fucked up right now. I think I'm gonna go lay down in this room that I got here. And lay down and get ready for tonight.
Innkeeper, how much for a room?
You can
We're booked.
you can just come with me. He's with me. He's with me. As he stumbles.
You're already drunk. It's only fucking afternoon. That's good, lad.
I know. What? He just looks like confused with the innkeeper saying that. It's just like, these people are uncivilized.
Arthur, Aragon, are you guys making any noise? Because I see the door.
They're making love. I'm joking.
Oh god. I think like just probably general talking if it's still the morning in that sense.
It's kind of like looks. He stumbles over. I'm gonna do a perception check with disadvantage because I'm a little bit fucked up.
I made an image. I'm gonna send it over. It doesn't look like you guys at all, but I just did it for fun. It's on ChatGPT. It did an image of you guys.
I'm probably on the floor sleeping.
Beautiful.
I didn't put you on there, yeah, because I was just like, you know.
He's got a lot of bones in that hair.
I don't know if a 13 might pass or not, but I hear some murmured voices over in the other room. And I, let's say for flavor, I kind of miss my room, which is this one, Erwin. And I kind of go over here, thinking it's my room.
He doesn't know.
Kind of like, is the door open or do I, or is it closed?
I forgot to put the Cyclops eye. Oops.
That's
That should be like a rug.
Because if it's open, I'm gonna just like stumble in. But if it's not, I'm gonna try to fumble my way inside.
Alright, you get yourself in.
Oh, this isn't where I parked my car. Sorry. Pans to the camera. Wrong movie. Oh, look! I found my friend. Guys, This is, well, you know what this is, right? As he kind of, like, points towards Erwin still outside.
No, not her. He like pushes you in just to get some space. Closes the door.
Smells
That's-
stanky.
He falls asleep.
Stanky.
Oh,
Alright, so Warren, if you do decide to sleep during the day, you won't be able to sleep during the night.
Yeah, he's passed out. He's a little drunky.
Is this whole world uncivilized?
oh. Arthur would be quite shocked that you spoke.
Yeah, like in a coherent sentence and not like the drowsy way. He actually has that, like that half elf. The not that because he kept saying half elf. That elf tongue,
Mhm.
where he has that pompous sound.
I will look at Harangon. We're awake, right? He just spoke properly.
I honestly am kind of still processing it.
And Harangon will kind of like turn his head while looking at you.
How did you wake up?
I'm sorry. Is that a monstrosity?
Yes, but that's beyond the point. I asked you a question.
How long have you guys known me for?
A few days, perhaps?
Yes,
Hmm.
possibly less in my case.
Was there a war happening recently?
Within Drakkenheim, or
I don't know. Honestly, whichever war.
I'll look back at Harangon. Well, that's a bit of an interesting sentence. Which one? And then I'll look back at Erwin. Currently, the only tragedy I know that has befallen this area is the meteor that released the haze.
That about sums it up, to be honest. That was, what, centuries ago?
Considering that I'm 4 centuries old, so nothing wrong. Well,
Absolute
actually,
decades. I don't, in all honesty, I don't really know.
what was the question again? Whatever you are.
I go by Harangon.
Like
what?
the rabbit.
Yes.
Okay.
What particularly woke you up?
Pain. Seems like it. I don't know what the hell he did, but that woke me up.
Are your clothes still all bloody?
Wait, who you saying that to?
Just in general, are your clothes still all bloody? Like, would we?
Yeah, because he didn't clean it up. Actually, do I prestige? Note off my. Yeah, he does. So he would have saw his blood and cleaned it up.
Okay.
But I think you'd still see like remnants off of his own clothes. He'd most likely clean it off of himself.
Mm-hmm. Hey, this one's drunk. Interesting.
Yeah, he's he's looking for someone and trying to cut off a hand. By that determination, I know that people kill here.
He's trying to remove someone's. A lot, I feel, has changed in the short while we've slept, Harangon.
Yeah. Harangon will kind of like, clearly very puzzled, sort of look at Warren for a sec.
So he's... Right.
Okay.
Okay. Herringham will sort of slowly turn to Arthur. What exactly is our plan now that we're here? Anyways.
That is a fantastic question. All I recall is of the ugly one, as he looks over at Warren. He had mentioned he had some form of work to do here. I did try to investigate and sneak along to see what he could be getting up to, and sadly I didn't hear much, but he did go behind one of the doors here, and now our newly found vocal friend says he's trying to take a hand. Maybe if I were to infer from all the tales that I've heard and things around town, he's performing a job or an act for a criminal here to get some sort of favor, perchance?
Right, so we take a hand. Whose hand exactly?
And you
I mean-
guys are in agreement with this.
Well, don't
Might.
necessarily have much of a choice, do we? I mean, what else?
Yeah.
What else are we to do?
Exactly. And my dear old elf friend, you're looking at a bard that fancies themselves misery, doom, the fall.
Are you infatuated with it?
Like a great tale. You could say it is more a deep love.
Do
He just keeps
you
staring at you.
know anything about this? Okay, great. I'm just gonna say this out loud. Are you Lus?
Lo-
He's passed out, so I don't care about him. You're a monstrosity. I don't really care about you.
I mean, my dear boy, I've had lustful urges, if that is what you're referring to.
Yeah, lustful urges to whatever you were into a second ago. Doom and all that mystery, I guess.
I can't say that it isn't desirably in the lust sense. Maybe extreme fascination is a better word for it.
Have you ever touched a fauna and it turned pink?
No, I can't say that I have.
Then you're not her.
Arthur would look at himself and be like, her. Like, he wouldn't say it, but he has that look. Yes. So, I guess it's decided for now. Hand chopping up. Could we just chop off Warren's hand? Would that work? He seems quite intoxicated. You probably wouldn't even feel it. No takers. Okay.
No.
Well, I suppose if we were to know more of this, we should ask the man himself, and I'll kick Warren.
Yeah. What?
Oh, you're awake. You stumbled and fell. We seem to have a few questions for you.
Huh?
Are you like in puddle form, Harrigan?
No, not currently.
Oh. I'm sorry. I think I fell asleep.
Arthur
Must
would
have
be-
been.
Oh, go ahead.
No, you're fine.
Our third piece.
Wearing blinks?
unsure of how you got that information because he told Erwin when he was intoxicated and he
Elaborate.
didn't mean to tell him. So he probably forgot that he even did.
He's looking at you on the wall, just staring at you. I think he's more interested in what Herringon is than.
I think he's going to try to lie to you. Give me a second. He's going to be like, no, I'm just here to do a job.
Oh. Tight.
So he kind of like sweats, and you can tell so it's like, he knows, and he knows that you know.
Arthur will have a slight grin. Maybe I misheard. Maybe it was you're trying to look for some land. And he'll stand back up.
Yeah, but I did hear there was something about a fighting pit going on tomorrow night. A big one. It normally happens every night, but tomorrow is especially important because the Queen of Thieves is supposed to be attending. And I want to make her acquaintance and possibly get an audience with her. There's someone I need to find within a faction of one of the Queen of Thieves. And I believe she might have that information. But that will only happen if I get her attention.
I see.
So
And
tomorrow,
the
yeah.
is the best way.
I'm not entirely sure what you mean by that. As his voice kind of raises an octave.
I'm sorry, I misspoke. I said, you only mean to give her a hand. As Arthur just kind of giggles to himself.
Right. So he looks over at Haragon, unsure of how he would take Waren's, quest. He thinks highly of Haragon, so he doesn't want Haragon to think lowly.
Herringon will sort of turn. I mean, I suppose, yeah, let's do it. I mean, yeah. And Herringon sort of shakes himself off. Okay.
Well, yeah, what? Because he kind of is a little bit. He kind of knows what you're implying, but he's afraid of what you might say next.
Let's take a hand.
Do we know
Yeah.
if there's any preference? Like, does it need to be manicured? Is there a specific polish, possibly?
If we need a clean break, I'm sure I could. And Herringon sort of like says this clearly very reluctantly. I'm sure the jaws of a bear could probably bite it and clean off and keep it safe in my mouth.
How do we get a bear?
Space poems.
Oh, I'm excited for today.
Alright, if I'm being transparent here, I was just going to survey the town and see, I don't know, who at least deserves it. But it's kind of hard to discern who really deserves something that severe in a place filled with terrible people. But the world isn't so black and white. Everybody's going through something. Everybody's sacrificing something. Necessary goods and necessary evils.
I mean,
In either case, I was just going to go down to the fighter pits and everybody takes their rest there. So I was just going to go down there and, I don't know, get it.
is there any other, like, stipulations or stuff that, we might need to,
Right. Like, does
like,
the hand have to have all 5 fingers?
Yeah.
Or
Blackjack
not
Mel,
do,
the
and you'll
person
see
I've been in
Paragon
contact
kind
with.
of holds his hand out, like solid, and then lets it turn into jelly. Does it have to not do that?
So he kind of looks at it for a second.
And then you'll hear like a
And
bunch of
nods.
cracking and popping, and it'll sort of solidify again.
Yeah, it needs to be a physical hand of a rival gang member.
oh, of a rival gang. I see. So it can't just be anybody.
No, but I'd assume everyone here, besides us, is kind of already a gang.
Hmm.
I've been approached already by 3 factions so far. And I have a feeling that I'm being watched. Truthfully, I just want to stay inside until nighttime. I feel like if I don't make a choice soon, I might have a target on my back if I don't already.
Well, this sounds fun.
It's fine if you want to die. I don't want to die.
No, I'm quite good at not doing that so far as well.
I somehow have also managed to be exceptionally good at this. So,
Well, have you, by any chance, met anyone else while you were out? Any other new things that happen? People that speak suddenly?
I saw a dwarf outside. He was cleaning up the town hall. It was, well, not the town hall, but the town itself. He was just picking up trash and just taking care of the place. If this place wasn't so filled with dangerous criminals, I would think it was very wholesome. And honestly, I was thinking about approaching him. He seemed reliable, but it was a bit intimidating because, I mean, why else would he be cleaning up trash from a place like this?
Yes, that is true. And where is Mariah?
She's in the room next
Ah,
door, sleeping.
mhm. Well, it seems we have a few interesting things then. A eco-conscious dwarf and a rival gang member's hand. And you said this proclivity only happens at night, correct?
Yes. I wouldn't mind going down there tonight, but I especially want to go down there tomorrow. So if we still go down there tonight, I wouldn't mind getting the hand then. We could even get it. Yeah, we can get the hand tonight. As he thinks about it more and more, he's getting more excited about it. He's still intoxicated because, intoxication doesn't just run through your body once you sleep. It's still technically in your system. So we could still get it tonight, but the reason why I'm going down there in the first place is to potentially gain an audience with the queen.
Young love these days, having to do such crazy things to woo a woman.
Wait, what queen?
No, that's not why I. Wait, no, that's not. Is he kind of think?
Yes. We've heard it before. A tale as old as time to any bard. All right,
No,
we will
I'm
help
serious.
you
That's
with your
not
quest.
why. Whatever.
Yes. The midnight masked man striking again, I see. Ah, who said that?
Now he really does blink.
Yes. So you still look, worse. And Mr. Sleepy Man, I actually can't say I've ever had a full conversation with you and caught your name. How should I address you?
My title or my name?
I suppose whichever you'd like me to address you as. I'm not picky.
People have been giving me multiple names, mainly the Sandman. Other than that, Sloth. My real name is Erwin.
Beautiful. Herringon, Erwin, would you care for some breakfast? I'm tired
yeah, I
of
think
smelling this booze aroma in the room.
I could certainly eat. Yeah.
I'll cast prestidigitation on Erwin's mouth so he doesn't start spewing bad breath of fucking beer.
Oh, suddenly it's better in here. Wherein are you joining? Are you just being miserable in here and working off your hangover, or?
I've admittedly already had breakfast and then second breakfast and then more booze. I think I'm going to just tag along, but I'll take it easy.
Beautiful.
As he kind of pats his stomach, and you can tell he is good to go.
Got the food, baby.
He's in a food coma slash intoxicated. He is like a very intoxicated uncle on Thanksgiving. That is a bad example, actually. Sorry.
Yeah.
Are they leaving you, Herringon?
Oh shit! Did you guys not go with us?
Oh. No, Herringon will tag along. He just.
I was just making sure.
I was not quick to move my token. Although I do have to be kind of careful. Herringon will like keep his head pretty low. Just because the whole like Cyclops thing probably won't go over too well.
Yeah, you gotta be
Head
careful.
up.
Whatever.
Here, have my cloak. It covers the eyes.
Oh, thank you. And Herringon will sort of throw it on.
You can see when he removes the cloak, his hair goes all the way down to like his thigh.
Damn.
Oh wow.
He's never cut it. Well, he had to, honestly, because 400 years of growing hair. He'd be the new Rapunzel.
Alright, we'll take a quick 5-minute break. We'll be back in 5 minutes.
Okie dokie.
Did everybody die?
I'm just waiting.
No.
Okay.
We're just taking a break.
Yep, just 5-minute break. 5-minute break.
A long 5 minutes.
Yeah. You know that term is you know.
It's relative.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm surprised Aaron's away. Or awake. Or Kira, I guess.
Brother, I'm so sorry, but I have no idea how to introduce your character to the group.
I don't know either. I'm
Otherwise,
just
you're just being eco-friendly for this thieving town. I'm just like, I
All
don't
I'm
know
doing
why
is
he's doing this. But
pure
still.
boredom. He's waiting for the night to go down to the pits to fight, and last person he talked to kind of treated him like shit. So he's like, "Fine, I'll just look for something to do." So he's seen a big tree knocked over on the road, and he started just chopping it up and cleaning it up. Boredom does that to people.
Well, seems like that nice lady Veronica's open for big, strong men to come and help them do jobs.
Oh, the last person I went and talked to decided, "Yeah, you're mine," and I'm like, "Yeah, no. How about let me make that decision?" So I'll let them approach me after I finished in the pits. Other than the brute part, that group that you guys are with seems some more my kind of guy people.
Let me get some more water and I'll be right back.
Back, sorry guys. All right. I've been playing around with the chat GPT. It's actually pretty good for what it's doing for art. You know, it's actually gone up a lot from what it was, and it's free. I don't have to pay that fee that the other one had. Doesn't look too bad. Of course, it's never gonna look perfect because everybody's accents and characters. I wish I could load your tokens, like what they look like. Doesn't work that way, sadly.
I know what you mean.
I wish, because then it would just take the characteristic of what you looked up online. think out of that picture, the only one that looks good is actually Smokey's character. Haragon's like usually a typical bunny, but yeah.
Yeah, the Harengon one looks good for a Harengon. I just made my Harengon look weird in the token.
Yeah, I couldn't I wish if I could load the token how you had it, then I would totally use it. I would have to have every description you put into it to make it as close as possible. I'm just going by characteristics I see.
Well, even then, it changes so drastically too. Like the one that I use for my arts, I have to do it. I have to be playing around for it for about
Yeah, no, I'm
a
just
good
I'm
half
doing
hour
it for
before I
fun.
get the one I'm
I did
looking.
one for
Yeah.
my other group. This is what I came up with. This is Friday's group, which it looked okay, but they weren't too thrilled of what it looked like. I'm like, this is just for fun. I'm not really like this is not going to be perfect. But this is Friday's group, but they weren't happy with the outcome. Some of them were like, that's not what my character looks like. But we had a child in there, like literally his character is like a child, but he's a halfling. He just looks like a kid. Like he had like a baby face. There's only 5 left in that group because the other guy, he had to drop out, but we're almost done anyways. A lot of my games are ending soon, like within a few weeks to a month or 2. Right now, I had Tuesdays off, so I'm taking 3 weeks off before I start a new one. And then eventually my Sundays will eventually be done. Sunday nights. We have like 2 sessions left.
Oh, that sucks. They get their items just for the last sessions.
Yeah, it does suck, but it is what it is.
Death.
Who's those supposed to be?
Oh, that's Friday's game.
Ah. I was thinking for like a second because I saw this small guy. I was thinking of Sundays like before we all died. The small little gnome. Was it the gnome or a halfling wearing your character?
Oh, Hosepi Clearwater?
Yeah. No, was it?
Yeah, Hosepi.
That was on Drakkenheim, right?
Yeah.
I'm talking about fucking Strahd, the little guy.
Oh, Strahd.
That's
I
like
don't
he
know
looked
what kind of
immediately.
guy. It was
Oh,
Damien.
What was
No.
no, the
That was your first character, the small little
the one that
little
had the
guy.
thing for Yuka. Yeah.
Oh,
I can't remember his name
I
for the life
can't
of me.
remember. I was
Me
so
either.
devastated by Yuka's betrayal that I erased it from my mind.
I don't know why, but my first instincts to call his name was Pinocchio. I don't know why. Probably because he said
Well,
Seppi.
in the picture, the guy who's playing the Goliath, he actually made a stone Goliath, so he's made of rock.
Nice.
It was like a Eugene, wasn't it, or something like that? I think so. Yeah.
Eugene, probably.
I don't know.
Eugene.
I was so betrayed by Yuka. Oh my! I could see it from
buddy.
LA because she wasn't willing to die, but she, like when you met up with Kronk, you wanted to. You guys were all just devastated. I'm like, you want to die? I can help.
You were so good at tie. You would have tie? I got you.
Exactly. I was there to help. Put you out of your misery. If you want to die by battle, we'll kill you.
Alright, what do you guys want to do?
They're gonna go fast forward, I guess. Breakfast? Question mark. I think they're gonna get breakfast
Want
or
breakfast?
food.
Sure.
I think they're gonna get breakfast or food or something like that.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
chilling though. I'm good.
I had food, I had alcohol. I'm all buzzed up, brother. I'm buzzed up with a beer belly.
All right. As they call this the breakfast in the gutter. As you begin to see fit to head towards the proprietor. What can I get you all? You're looking for what? Drinks? Food?
Do you
Speak up
have
now.
food here?
I do.
Yes.
Yes, prefer.
But you have the pocket for it, of course. Alright, I will give you the menu here. I'll put it in the Discord, actually. But I will roleplay it, because I like doing that. Well, we have the lockpicker skillet, fried eggs, blood sausage, charred onions, crusty black bread, served greasy and fast. And we have the black hand porridge, thick oats, boiled in ale instead of water, of course, stirred with salt and pork scraps. The knives cut, a silver yesterday's mystery meat, heavily spiced with pickled radishes. They got a toast, a slab of rye bread toasted and bared, fried in lard, dusted with sugar, and a smuggler's pie, meat pie stuffed with pigeon and carrots, and something crunchy. Best not to ask, of course. I'll put in the Discord as to the prices.
I think I'll just go for the first. Also, can someone lend me their gold piece?
I can lend you some.
I just need to see
will do
something.
The lock picker skillet.
Mm-hmm. Do you want it extra greasy?
No.
Could I do the black hand porridge, but could I just get no pork in it, please?
No pork? Alright, it's still full price, though.
Of course. Yeah, no, that's fine.
You just get a porridge with ale.
I think I'm just gonna get the locker, a lock picker skillet.
Alright. For drinks, we have the Thief's Wake, the Padlock Ale, the Fence Kiss, Deadeye's Milk, and Morning Fog.
I'd like just a glass. That's it.
A glass?
Glass bottle, whatever, mug, beer. I mean, not beer, but just the mug itself.
Why?
I just have my own drink.
Let's see, I'll make sure to spit in it later on.
Oh. Sure.
Hold the spit? No.
Hold this. Actually, no, I like extra spit, please.
Alright. Does anybody want any of these drinks? So basically, the Thief's Wake is a brutal black coffee mixed with a shot of rug rot whiskey. The Padlock Ale is a watery, low-grade beer that tastes like rusted nails and served warm. The French's Kiss is a small glass of strong, bitter green liqueur distilled behind the bar, banned in 3 cities. The Deadeye's Milk is goat's milk with a dash of brandy and cinnamon, if you can afford it. And the Morning Fog is a murky, syrupy lager, rumored to have mild hallucination properties, popular before a heist. I'll put them in the Discord as well. As he gives you your plates. Here you go. Extra delicious for you.
Thank you. He will the 6 silver.
As your heart's gonna feel palpitating for sure. after that.
Cholesterol.
That's what I get when I eat like a fucking bacon sandwich. I love it so much, but I only eat it very sparingly, like once a week or once every other week. It's literally 3 slices of bacon. It's like a BLT, except for I don't like tomatoes or mayo. I substitute it with other stuff, butter and like hot sauce and stuff.
You're wondering why your heart is pumping.
No, yeah. It's fucking good.
You're
but
doing a hot sauce and everything else.
I like hot sauce. I love sriracha. I can have sriracha on almost on everything, and that's probably why my intestines fucking hate me and shit. Because I love it. I get like it's like it's like it's an acquired thing. Because I've grew up with bland food for 20 years. I hated it. Now I'm just like I can put this and this and this. I'll regret it eventually. But anyways. Alright. Do you want to join them, Thor? Are you hungry? Or are you still lifting like that thing for an hour?
Well, I was just doing work around town, pretty much.
Yeah, people are just like, they don't give a shit. They're letting you do
Yeah.
it. They're not going to stop you.
Exactly. Gotta keep myself busy because it makes the time go through faster. Because you said it was early afternoon, right?
Correct. Yeah, they're eating breakfast for afternoon. That's the best way to eat breakfast, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm just pretty much waiting for the pits to open up.
You know?
Because last time I went into a place that almost started a battle, so I'm like...
Well, tonight's pit fighting will just be regular pit fighting, which is you're not gonna have. You're gonna have some big names, but you're not gonna have like the big names.
That's fine.
All right. So you guys begin to enjoy your food for those that ordered food. Some of you begin to eat your rations as you see fit, finding an established place. There's not much seating here, as some of you just kind of eat as you stand or head back to your room. What would you like to do?
I mean, I guess I'll probably just wait till you guys are done eating. But after that, I'll probably just wait, yeah.
Oh, it's okay. Scarfing down everything.
You probably see the spit in the drink and then just immediately clean it. He'll pour himself water inside the cup.
Water?
Yes, he will cast elementalism to do the pouring salt trick with but instead of salt, it's water
You didn't
into
cast
the
it,
bottle.
You didn't cast it out there.
Is
yeah.
anyone else inside this establishment, or is it just us?
Just you guys. It's too early. Most people don't come here until later. Mel Jack's not here. He left.
Okay, are we all sitting together?
There's no like
It's-
tables here, sadly. Not much.
Oh, okay. I kind of would just mention over to Haragon, hey, there was something I was wondering. I know you're eating, so you don't have to say much, but you notice how the haze isn't present here, right?
I think Harangon kind of swallowing his food. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've noticed that. What's that about? Is there like I mean, I guess when you... How do I phrase this? When you were exploring the city, did you see anything that would indicate, like, a magical protection? Or does it just seem to be an anomaly of the area?
It seemed to be an anomaly. I don't know much. I was phasing in and out of consciousness, trying to escape the rats that were chasing me as I let Stripes down, but
as I was running and I entered this place, it just seemed as if, I mean, you saw, just about 5 minutes passed, the haze was there and it was strong as ever. But this place seems like a dream, albeit it's as it kind of like makes a notion around to the ruffian exterior, and it's you know, people living inside of it. He kind of like notions to it and says it's a bit rough, but it's a dream for sure. So I was wondering how this is even possible. I was thinking once I gain a little bit more trust with Mel by getting the hand, I can ask him about it, and maybe he'll tell me.
Right. Yeah.
Maybe you and Arthur and Erwin can try to figure out something on your own. Tonight I'll be going to the pits to try and get that hand, but I don't want you to feel obligated to come after me and try to help, even though I appreciate it.
Well, I think we're kind of in this now, so I don't really have anywhere else to go or anything else to do. No leads to follow, so you've got my support. And Herringham will just sort of like smile and nod, but you can tell he's clearly like traumatized after the rest of the crew was sort of left for dead when we ran.
Okay. He kind of like notices probably like your subtle gestures and stuff, so he probably just nods and watches you guys eat. Let me know when you guys are done. And I'm gonna go lay down, I guess. Wait a bit until you guys are ready to go. I want to explore this place a little bit more and see what this place is about. Kind of explore its mysteries a bit. And he kind of gets up close a little bit and kind of whispers, "Did Arthur kick me awake earlier, by the way?"
Yes.
Oh. He kind of looks over at Arthur. Right.
He's outside.
Oh, yeah, I know. He just kind of looks over at him.
So what now? What are we gonna do?
Warren's still
I
a
don't
little
know.
bit fucked up, so he's just taking a nap. That's all. When you guys are done eating, you could just wake him up and he'll follow.
It just seems I don't have that much time. He just looks at Herringon, who's like the only one left eating.
You don't have that much time. For what, exactly?
I need to go back home, that's all. I'm not in my country, so to speak.
Oh. All right. And what does that entail?
I honestly don't know. Seems like I'm not well equipped right now. I don't feel strong as I did before, but let alone I never really fought anything. I was mainly sleeping for decades until they woke me up. You don't happen to know about anything about a story, probably something down the lines. Maybe you guys are from the future or something. I don't know. Have you ever about 7 people, 7 sins, I think?
Not that I can think of, no.
You know, a cardinal thing, people who have infatuations with specifically more of personalities like gluttony, greed, sloth, pride, wrath, lust, and envy. I was
That
assuming
sounds
the bard would have
familiar.
been lustful.
Harangon will like really think.
I really can't think of anything like that.
Then no, you're not. It's in another country. That's all that.
Well, what sort of determines when you have to return to your country?
Most likely. I probably am going to leave you guys and journey on my own. Probably settle in a dirt somewhere and sleep for millennia.
Oh. A whole
I'll regain my
millennia?
strength once I've rested enough. But for now, and it seems like only for this day, you guys are temporary allies.
Oh, well, I suppose I'm glad we met, even if only temporarily, then.
You said you've only met me for days. Was I in a haze? Like sleeping?
You were, yeah, sort of like, you were sort of, yeah, like in a slumber, almost.
So I was sleepwalking. Okay.
Is that something you normally do? Or is it
Eh,
something that you don't typically do?
people always say that, I was sleepwalking. Didn't really believe them until now. Well, I kinda still don't believe it, you know?
Right.
He just, like, finishes eating, he's like, so now what?
Suppose we wake Waren up and help him get a hand?
Yeah, forget. We're still doing this. Okay. I'll go wake him up.
Uh,
Did you leave the door open?
yeah.
He'll probably, like, start walking to the room and then sees you on the other one. Wait, what? He'll have his hand in his pockets, but you immediately see his hair whip, crack a whip. Not on you, but like basically around your face. So you'd feel like the wind and then the immediate noise of the whip crack.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Hello.
Let's go. We're done eating.
Uh, I would make Mariah up, but she seems so tired.
It's almost like following orders. He goes back to Herring. Goes, now what?
So, did we want to scout out potential fights? You know, sort of get you the best edge before you go in, and then Harangon like mimics like cutting off his hand and like turns it into a puddle when he mimics it. You know,
All
Kind
right,
of
the hand
face
cutting thing.
palms.
and then you'll
Let's
sort
not
of hear
talk
the
about
popping
that.
and snapping again as it comes back.
Don't worry, I'll do that. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I think honestly, the more jarring part will just be the fight itself.
But okay, hear me out. I've been doing some thinking about it, and will they let you just take their hand
I
if this
don't
is like
think
a
they'll.
sanctioned fight?
I don't think it's going to be sanctioned. I think it's going to be a fight to the death. If I'm being honest.
Yes, but I'm saying, is there like maybe an honor code or something where they won't let you take the hand afterwards when you kill the person?
As he kind of looks over at the like this this barkeep, he kind of leads him close to Haragon. I think everybody has done something similar in this place to get their rep, and I don't really think they care. In fact,
Then
I
perhaps we
think
ask.
they've done worse.
I'm just saying, perhaps we ask around, because if you're gonna throw yourself into an arena where you know, possibly die, or, you know, at least break a sweat trying to kill someone, only to find out you don't get to keep their hand, then you've just put yourself through hell for more or less nothing, right?
This makes sense.
Plus, if anything, you only draw more attention to yourself, which I don't think we want to be doing if we can help it.
That's true. I do think Blackjack Mel and this this tiefling over here know each other, since I was the one who originally asked them in the first place. I
Well,
don't.
then perhaps he could, you know, point you in the right direction of where to find someone whose hand is most ripe for the picking.
He did direct me to the pits. I wonder if. I just don't think it's gonna be awkward to ask whose hand is allowed to take here and whose hand isn't. You can tell he's stressed.
Right.
I think Oz is still waiting outside for us.
If you really ever doubt your potential to carry the fight alone, I could... If you doubt your potential to fight alone, I could, in theory, do something a little unorthodox. And, well, Herringham will sort of lean over. I mean, I could always, like, turn into a really small spider and stay on your equipment, and if things get bad, you throw me out and I change into, like, a bear or something, and it looks like I'm just a pet summon from you.
Maybe. I
But
know
I
these
don't
people don't
know how
play
they
fair.
take you. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll watch how the fights go and we'll go from there. I don't even know if I'll be participating tonight. Maybe I might just find a stranger off the streets that doesn't look particularly friendly. As he kind of tries to make it, light of the situation, but you can tell he's like still really fucking stressed. Um, we should really talk to Arthur and see what he thinks about this place. Is he from here?
I don't think so.
It just seems odd, as he's walking out the door. This place doesn't feel natural. It should. Everything in my body just tells me something else is going on here. Something doesn't quite feel right. Maybe we can learn a little bit more about this place and why it seems to be protected from the haze.
Yeah. True.
Hmm. So it looks like you finished inside. Are we off to fetch the hen now?
No, not yet. It's not nighttime.
Ah. Waiting for the elusive of cover of night, I see.
No, I just don't particularly like cutting off the hands of strangers during the day.
Arthur just rolls his eyes. Very well. Well, in this interim, what is the plan then? You mentioned a dwarf of interesting nature. Is this someone we may be recruiting? Did they look of use? I think we
Um,
all hit
Perhaps
I
pretty
did see someone earlier today cutting the fuck out of some logs, but
Wait, what
I
were we
didn't
talking
know
about
how.
again?
Arthur asked if there was someone, if we're looking for some recruitments, but I was just mentioning there was a dwarf that was uh picking up trash in the town.
Yes, Warren had mentioned seeing someone of that nature, and he's being quite aloof in the sense of wanting to take somebody's hand and recalling the nature that he said he saw of this dwarfish man chopping things. Maybe it would be someone that could assist with chopping the hand. People seem to come and go like flies in this party, so
I'm not chopping off someone's brain. I'm not chopping off a stranger's hand randomly, Arthur.
you're never any fun. It's always screaming, always worrying about danger, telling others. It's fine, I suppose.
I at least want to be fair.
Other just blinks at you. Well, I suppose we could take a look around the town. I'm interested in this dwarf fellow. See if maybe we can't use him a bit to our advantage.
Hmm.
Which way was he wearing?
Last time we spotted him, he was trying to chop off a tree. Oh, it's gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
Ah. Hmm.
He
Look-
points to the direction.
Yeah, he's like, well, there was a tree here, and then there were logs, and now it's gone. He works really fast.
Indeed. Sounds like it could be very useful. Someone that's strong within our group.
I just want to get things over with.
Where did you point? This way?
Oh, over there.
We pointed toward the southern area. Yeah.
Yeah, where the tree's still there but not there at the same time.
Yeah, right there.
Oh, is that him? As I point out the only dwarf in the area.
Yeah, you see a dwarf looking at the door, and he was just cleaning up stuff around the place. What are you doing, Thor, currently?
I knock on the door if the door's there still.
All right, you knock on the door. Who's there?
I have a bunch of lumber, or
I don't give a shit. Don't bring it here.
Do you want some?
No, get the fuck off.
Okay.
You don't know who this place is. This is where the
Then I'll
Howling Dog Gang is.
The witch?
Howling Dog. So every tavern, each of them are taverns. They're all run by a gang, basically, if you kind of got the gist of it.
Yeah.
So the Padlock is obviously where Melback, Jack's gang is. It's the pins and whatever clubs.
Yeah, I'll just be going around trying to sell the lumber.
I'm gonna buy it
The
here.
dwarf looks to be a peddling salesman of lumber. I think I may have changed my opinion on him now.
Yeah, we don't know. We just saw him chopping up the wood.
I'll look at Warren.
Yeah.
Well, you're typically more pleasant, I would say, to interact with. Maybe you should be the one to approach.
he blinks. Well, all right. I don't know what you want me to say to him, but honestly, I'm a little bit intimidated. He just cleared out a fucking tree within this span of hours, but okay.
Yes, but you've also should be accomplished. No, he's trying to think of ways to, like, talk you up. You've survived being bred by rats. You fled and made it up the hill. You didn't die, I heard, falling off of a wall in a grappling hook, allegedly.
Arthur, I know you're full of shit. I know you kicked me asleep today, and I know you've been fucking with me. Fuck you.
Yeah, I would never.
As he starts walking towards the direction of the door.
The gall of this boy. Did you see that, Erwin?
No, I was just focused on how to cut a tree easily. More like giving it termites and just letting them eating from the inside and then just break a hole.
He'll just be looking
what am I
at
doing?
you, and then he'll look behind you. Erangron, would you mind coming over here, please? No, okay. Am I the only sane one in this party now?
I just look at you for a second, like, do we even have a leader?
Well, yeah, but I'm trying to get a hand of whatever.
Yeesh. If you're the leader, we're dead.
Not the sure.
Erangron, my love, would you mind coming over? I think at this point the rest of the party has lost it. Yes.
Could I hear this?
I'm not trying to hide
Well, you
it.
can roll
Yeah.
perception if you want, but yeah, he's not.
He'll do it. 10.
I mean, I'm talking at a regular volume. I wouldn't say I'm shouting it, but again, I'm making no qual. Like, if you're nearby, he'd be looking at you straight in the face as he. Yeah.
He's looking
No,
you
it's
dead
just-
in the eye.
Yeah. Specifically, he's like, Erwin. Yeah, that one there.
Yeah, that guy. Long hair, weird ears. Yeah, that guy. Yeah, you're stupid. You're stupid. Just like pointing it out too. Yeah, I'm not insane. I just think differently than you guys. Almost did perspective-wise.
So, what exactly is their plan?
Not sure. I thought maybe
either.
we could use the dwarf for some help. I suggested that Waren go forth, as he is usually the more polite, kind one.
Right.
I even tried giving him a roaring speech of his bravery, and what did he do? He belittled me instead, and now we're in this position. He needs a hand, and the elf man was telling us how bugs might cut down a tree.
Oh,
I think like a delayed reaction kicks in. It's like, I'm sorry, did you say he almost got bred by rats?
Yes, he did, actually.
And that's a triumph?
That is.
He didn't. I would like to think that it is a triumph. You've never been bred by rats, right? Aren't you proud of that?
No, because I never wanted to, and thereof, if anything gets near me, I could cause a famine.
Unfortunately, some people are not as blessed to have peculiar talents, and they wind up being raped by rats. So he was fortunate it didn't happen.
He just looks at you for a second, like the more disgusted face is like, I'm sorry, are you saying that?
Mhm.
I'm going to assume I'm the only sane one here, and
Um.
I'm going to also assume that the monstrosity next to you is also more insane than you. No, actually, more sane than you.
I don't
Yeah,
Right.
entirely
that's
know. The issue is that I can't remember what I was like for a long time, so perhaps I was more sane, perhaps I'm less sane. Either way, I seem to be losing more and more human features with every passing moment. And then he'll kind of make his arm do the worm, and you'll hear like a symphony of popping and cracking as it like gelatinizes and then turns back into regular boned.
Don't do that, please.
I'm sorry, I'm still just getting used to this recent development.
Yeah, yes. Okay. Anywho, what about those two?
Where,
What-
dear? How's
what
it
about
going?
them?
Well, I was just about to introduce myself to Thor when when Arthur when Arthur suggested it, but I was waiting until you guys were done with the conversation.
Is Waren okay? He's just standing there.
Menacingly.
Okay, he's gonna walk up to Thor and be like, "Hey, so I noticed you've been helping around town, but this isn't the kind of place to do that."
Do you know another way to pass time?
No, admittedly, at least not here. This
What,
kind
you
of
wanna go
place,
sparring?
uh, as he kind of looks around, I'll be honest, this isn't the kind of place to spar. I could take you to a place I know you might enjoy, but it's definitely not here. This place is a bit, well, dangerous.
No dangerous than just following up on some stranger saying, I know a place safer than here.
Yeah, that's fair. Um, me and my friends, well, he kind of looks around and kind of surveys Arthur, Erwin. The only one he considers a real friend is Aragon, so he kind of just looks around. Me and my companions
Arthur's just
are,
wiggling his fingers.
we're gonna be leaving this place soon. Do you have a party you are interested in?
Not at the moment. I'm trying to make some extra cash.
Well, on after we leave this place, we'll probably be encountering a lot of places where that might be possible. If you'd like to join us.
How much are you gonna pay me?
Kind of looks around at the group. I don't know. So he kind of ponders and thinks about it for a second. Well, I can't particularly offer you a steady flow of coin, but there will be certain opportunities where coin will come up, if that makes any sense. Drakkenheim is a place of opportunity, or so I've been told.
So who's the head of your group?
He kind of looks around back at the group as you ask that, kind of like how you did when for first time. I guess me. Yeah, I guess me. Which is
How do you
really
split
fucking weird.
the
Huh?
How do you split the income?
Well, normally, as he looks particularly at Arthur, I don't have a interest in coin, but I can assure you that any coin you do come across, it is your own to keep. Now, if you find it along with somebody else and they want it, then that's a matter of discussion. Something that I'm not particularly good at, but normally it's you find what you keep and you keep what you sell. So forth and so forth. And what coin is yours to keep, and it's not really my place or not to determine if you split it or not, if that makes any sense.
Kinda does, but it's not really a very convincing recruitment.
No, I suppose not. Anyway, yeah.
If you guys are looking for extra muscle, then
We are,
cost
I'll
you
be
to
honest.
be free.
Well, it's very nice to meet you, I think, as he holds out his hand.
Are you going down to the pits?
His hand still held out. He kind of just retracts it awkwardly. Yeah, I think so. Or if we're talking about the same pits.
Underground.
Oh, then yeah, I'm going there tonight to possibly look for more recruits.
I'll see if you're worth the time. Then I'll make the decision then. I'm not putting my neck out just for some strangers.
Shit, now it feels like we're being recruited. All right, well, thank you. What's her name?
The name's Thor.
Name's Warren, and that's my crew. Let's see. Comes back over. His face is puzzled and
Do you need
confused.
lumber?
No thanks.
Bye.
Yep. Well, that was awkward. So, I just met someone very interesting. The dwarf who's is cleaning around town. He's gonna be in the pits tonight. He asked whether or not we split income. I wasn't really sure how to respond to that. I never really cared about coin, but something tells me someone else does in this party. As I make an insight check on Arthur.
I wonder who.
And you would roll a natural one. Close enough.
Come on, I was gonna be like good 6.
So, Warren kind of he's already had a sneaking suspicion that Arthur is kind of a sly guy. So he kind of just gives him a knowing look as he says, "But I feel like someone else does." And as he makes the face towards Arthur, he kind of just sighs and puts a hand on his hip and looks over at Haragon. Anyway, I didn't get a chance to ask him about this weird thing over the town, but maybe we can explore a little bit more about this place and find out, well, what makes this town work, or if it works at all.
Right. Yeah. No, I think that would be a good idea. I just
I mean, like, wouldn't it be
Didn't know
crazy
it.
if, like, we're all, like, under a weird fucking spell and we're all dreaming in the haze right now and we're just pretending that we're under this perfect reality in the haze when in reality we're just, like,
No,
under
it's
a
not happening.
strange mutation and
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that's not what's going on.
right, right, of course, that would be that would be crazy.
What you're talking about is a dream, and no one can put me to sleep. Only I can make myself sleep, and that's all.
Okay. Right. Well,
Sounds
Yeah.
like a challenge.
he's gonna start. He's gonna start. Where did I not go yet? Up there. Up there. Up there. She said, come to the wishing well. I'm guessing the wishing well is behind that establishment. That's what Fred says. Let's go behind there.
I'm just gonna subtly kind of follow, just to kind of keep an eye on this group.
I would not
Yeah.
do this at all.
Routine.
I'm just like picturing Thor is like right next to me, and I still have no clue. Yeah.
He's just like right behind, like,
I'm like, does anyone hear that?
There's the guy behind you. He turns to the left. You turn to the right. He's like, what?
I don't see anyone.
Where was the well?
there you go.
Red?
Actually,
Weasley,
yeah. I mean,
Where was the red? Oh,
he's
there
still
it is.
just
There
with
it was.
me. Yeah.
Like, he's right behind you. And then you're just looking around, like, I don't see him.
Where?
He's just below my kneecap. I don't think to look down.
You're like, oh fuck.
I don't even
I'm
get
5'5",
that. How do I even get
so
down
it's not
there?
like I'm short.
You can go there behind, inside the building. There's a door.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh,
Or you go around where Arthur is, because he's smart.
I follow Arthur. I follow Arthur.
Arthur knows best.
Damn. That's true.
I'm just gonna wait for everybody to be there before I say anything.
No worries. I'm back her.
Buck her.
Mm-hmm.
Where you at, Arthur? Where you at? Where you at?
I
Need to
took the
refresh
shady
my
alley
brain.
with the like sketchy people, and then yeah.
Oh, and like kind of looped, eh?
Mm-hmm.
I might, Harangon would probably follow you anyways, because
As you see an
Harangon does
ancient
not know how to
moss-covered stone field, well rested in a terrace behind one of the taverns. Upon a skeleton nailed to a gnarled tree nearby is a crudely painted sign that reads, "Make a wish." Peering down reveals an impenetrable gloom, so you can't see through it, but it's just darkness down there. As you see a couple people come there to give tribute, in a sense, to the wishing well. There's some people tossing a few coins and then making quick haste away.
Arthur sees that, and Warren comes up right here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's within earshot. He'll see. He will flick a gold coin in, and he'll say it out loud. Oh gods, I please wish that you could make this one next to me more beautiful and less ugly.
Wearing scoffs. Wearing just scoffs at it. He just goes,
It would truly be a blessing to my eyes if you can hear me, gods.
They
He,
drop a
looks
lot
around.
of coins. They drop about 100 gold pieces.
Oh.
Yeah, they just drop them there. In a
Oh
bag.
shit.
Yeah.
well, Arthur, I mean, aren't you used to grabbing coin? Don't you want to go down there and get some extra coins?
Oh, I'll wait until no one's around. You can't be doing that type of thing in broad daylight, right? Just like cutting off hands. As he just looks back at you and grins.
He scoffs again. Ugh. Warren does take out a couple gold pieces himself, though.
I wish
I'm
I
just
was
distracted
gone.
by Herringon's ears. I didn't even hear that conversation. It's because it deflates and then reinflates again.
Yeah, it looks almost like it's a liquid sometimes, and then it's like
Yeah, and then your eye whenever you stare back. Damn natural ones.
What else you doing?
I'm just kind of watching the group, thinking that I'm hidden.
You're not hidden, by the way.
I was gonna say, I think everybody saw you, brother.
Yeah,
That's-
except Arthur. I think only us three.
Don't mind me.
At
Yeah, don't mind him. I think he's just scoping out the group. If you plan on sticking around, Arthur, then that's door.
That's what I'm sorry.
That's door. I think you and him will actually get along.
I'm looking. Who? Where?
As he kind of looks at you for a second and then points towards the dwarf.
Arthur finally sees him. Oh my god. He just came out of nowhere. Hello, Thor.
Hello.
Nice to meet you. I'm Arthur. I am this group's talented, wonderful bard. You can count on me for anything.
You cannot count on him for anything.
Don't listen to him. He's just a bit angry right now.
Okay. Sounds good. I don't think you can get any worse than it, too. I actually believe you.
I believe everything you say.
yes.
Should probably get his hand for him then.
Anyway, since you both love coin so much, I figured you two would get along.
It's not per se the love of coin, it's just you can't do stuff for free. And you kind of need money in order to buy new weapons.
I mean, that is all logical.
And you need better weapons in order to take on the strongest beasts out there.
Where I come from, people don't care about that kind of stuff. We just normally live in peace.
Well, let's just say, if you guys are recruiting me, you guys are going to be dealing with some pretty wacky creatures.
Yeah, we had somebody like that in our party. He didn't live long. It's not the same thing. It happens again. Or else... Oh, I guess I'll be going back to Emberwood and praying a lot over the graves. Sorry, didn't mean to be so morbid. As he kind of like
You don't suck
sits
like
up a bit
this all
from the
time,
well
you.
and he kind of looks over. He kind of gives a smile and he tries to put on the best positive face he can. And says, anyway, it's almost nighttime and I guess we should be getting ready for the pits. um,
So, that meeting when we first introduced, was that a challenge where you were challenging me?
what?
Were you challenging me?
I'll be honest, Thor, I don't think we're going to make it out alive if we even get to face each other. This place is dangerous, and I don't even, if it came to it, I don't even think I would even want to fight you. I'm not a genuinely violent person, and you're not even in a rival gang, so there wouldn't even be a point to.
I look at the weird, oddly shaped herring gun. I'm like, is he always this cowardice?
I don't know if I would call it cowardice. I think it takes a certain amount of bravery to understand your own limits and adhere to your own morals.
Does he run away a lot?
Actually, not particularly.
Let's go. We have to get ready. He's kind of yawning. He's realizing, oh fuck, I should not taken a nap earlier.
Well, will I be seeing you fighting too?
Fuck, how did we get out? How did you even get here, Arthur?
The silent street.
He went
right
around. Follow the Arthur.
You went around. Oh, okay, yeah, you went around. Jesus Christ. Okay, there it is. There it is. Fuck, man, this place is so fucking mysterious.
Well, it is a place that you might want to come back to in the far future.
So much shit.
This place is confusing.
Yeah.
So, your name's somebody. I guess you know my name now.
Yeah,
Do you have a
you're
real
not gonna
name?
know my name. It's leaving. This is where I separate from you guys.
It's leaving.
Well, good luck out there leaving.
Yeah, I don't need luck. As I'll cast invisibility.
Huh?
I could sense.
What?
I just watch it exactly where you go as you leave until you hit 30 feet, and then you just disappear in my radar. Stone sense.
Dude, you could have told.
I think it's like when you trigger Stone Sense.
Well, no, I got blind sense within 30 feet of me. If it's like this would be cobblestone, so I'd be able to kind of
You
tell.
smell his farts in the air.
Yeah, I guess.
The lingering diarrhea.
Ew.
Well, that's an hour, but Erwin's objective is to find a peaceful area to just dig himself into a little hobbit hole and then sleep for as much needed until he goes back home.
1,000 years.
Yep, the millennial to regain all his strength.
Alright. Well, intercession here as we're kind of like on the cusp of the pit fight, and this will say goodbye towards a longevity person who played with us for Sunday's game since the beginning. Yeah, we'll miss you, but I know you'll come back in the far future, Kira. But for the
Hopefully.
for the time being, you'll be missed for this campaign, but you did manage to last 6 months, so congrats.
I wonder if the new guy's going to be a fighter too.
New guy, I don't know, but she's really fun to talk to and roleplay with. She's very funny. So we're gonna get less
good
sausages.
replacement.
We're gonna put a female in there, so a little bit more balance.
Yeah.
We've already got a girl.
Real girl.
Smokey.
No, Smokey. I don't think Smokey knows how to play one. Honestly, we'll see.
What do you mean knows how to play a girl? Like,